Thanks very much. So I'm an attorney. I graduated from Stanford in 1986. I live and work in Westchester. I was a trial lawyer. I am an estate planning attorney now, and I love what I do. I meet great people. That's our logo, Tree of Life. There are 5 documents that are important. The will is a writing that tells the world who gets what, when, and how. It's been around since the time of the Romans. It names an executor, the person who will manage your estate when you pass. It names your beneficiaries, the persons who will receive your property. It must be witnessed by 2 adults of sound mind. The trust, I'll just say this, it works a lot like a will. I'm going to talk more about a trust later. But its key attributes in this state are that property and trust avoid probate, and it also avoids the need for conservatorship. By directive, I mean advanced health care directive. They used to be called living wills, maybe because 2 adults witness them, just like wills. And a directive has 2 parts. The first part, you name your medical agent. This is the person whom you trust implicitly to make medical decisions for you if you can't. The second thing it does is express your end-of-life decisions. In other words, is it okay at some point to pull the proverbial plug? The power of attorney is the financial power of attorney. Sometimes you'll hear them referred to as durable powers of attorney, or springing powers of attorney, or statutory uniform powers of attorney. It's all the same thing. Should you become incapacitated, you're authorizing someone to pay the bills, write the checks. Now, the deed is how you fund a trust, so it is essential. Several times a year, I'll have a new client, and the typical story is, my dad set up a trust 5 years ago. He's got 3 properties, but it looks like he didn't put them in the trust. So that's bad, because we have to go to probate court. It's as if it's as if Dad didn't have a trust. So you have to fund a trust, and the deed is the mechanism by which real property in California funds a trust. So that's a quickie introduction. Any questions on that segment? Seeing none?
Thank you for telling me.
Yes.
Is it best to have the person who's going to do the health, is that like a friend, and then the person who's going to take care of the finances be like an attorney?
These are typically trusted family members, often trusted adult child. One, preferably, if one can, wants to choose someone of a generation younger. If one has that luxury, not everyone does. But no, it doesn't need to be a professional, it doesn't need to be an accountant or a bookkeeper. This is 9 times out of 10 someone you know well, and someone who knows you well, and someone who's got a good head on their shoulders, follows through, and is good with numbers, and someone who won't steal from you, someone who's honest. There are 2 flavors.